Okay. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on very busy day, I would say. So here we are going to start this six-session series about how we can fast-track our agentic automation journey. And let me share my screen quickly and show you the agenda, what we are going to see or go through today. So just confirm if my screen is visible.
Yes, Ashwin.
Yes, it is visible.
Thank you so much. Today we are going to focus main building pillar for agentic automation. That is going to be the Studio Web. So we had the Studio desktop from start of the UiPath, I would say. So that was been there and still there for every purpose or every automation we are doing. But now we are quietly shifting towards the web or the web version of the studio. Still, we have a lot of features which are not yet on Studio Web, but yeah, let's see what we can do with the Studio Web and what we cannot do and what are the benefits or shortcomings. Okay, so let's build faster. So this is, as Rohit already shared, that this is first of the series session. It's about Studio Web. So this is quickly about myself. So if you haven't already came across my profile anywhere, like on LinkedIn or UiPath Forum, mostly where I contribute mostly. So myself, Ashok, I'm currently working as a solution architect and tech lead. I have completed most of the professional certifications. Those really helpful for me to excel in my day-to-day work as well as contributing towards the forum as well. So that's quickly about me, and I'm also an UiPath MVP for a couple of years now, and I'm consistent contributor over UiPath forum as well. You can connect with me over LinkedIn or UiPath forum as well. So happy to say hi to everyone. So let's start with the actual topic. So, what we are currently having. So, we have the desktop model, or we had the desktop model. So, which was traditionally everything we were automating was being done on the thick desktop. So, in short, everything we are automating, like client applications or the Excel or everything, we were automating through local system application, that is our UiPath Studio. So the studio had bulky installation, everything we need to set up, then sign in and everything. That prerequisites or infrastructure requirements were there. There were also some policy changes we had to do. There were OS dependencies. Then we had to integrate version control and everything. So maybe preparing the environment for the first time could be tiresome or time taking, I would say, to actually getting started with automating any process you have, right? So that was the desktop model, and now we are kind of shifting towards cloud first nature or the development environment, we call it. So that is being decoupled from a specific development environment or a system. So anywhere you have the access to a browser, the Studio Web will be available in just few clicks. Okay, you don't have to do any setup, anything. You just need a proper license to get started with, and then you can immediately start creating a project, then automate whatever application or the logics you have to automate. Okay, so this Studio Web actually gives us a cross-platform execution capability, because whatever tools or bots we are going to build will be a cross-platform project. Okay, in desktop version of the Studio, we had option of cross-platform Windows, and previously there was option of legacy as well. But now with the Studio Web, we can create cross-platform bots which will be running on Linux or serverless robots we get on UiPath Cloud, or we can run those bots on our own virtual machines or physical machines as well, wherever we have licenses. Okay. And there is literally micro or very small footprint installation we would be requiring. So what we need to install, I would just show you. It is just a small plugin, like we had previously the browser plugin. So similar way, uh, we have to install one plugin for Studio Web to work or automate. Okay, so we are basically moving from desktop only to a cloud first or unified developer experience using UiPath Cloud Studio Web. So now we saw what is the basic difference. Then again, there are few benefits we are getting right or out of the box when we use Studio Web. Okay, so one of the advantage I would say, natively support to autopilot and AI. So though we have the autopilot available for developers in Studio Desktop as well, but in the Studio Web, it is kind of native. So first screen we get to ask what is your automation or the bot you are developing. So on the basis of the prompt, uh, bot will be generated, I would say, generated based on the prompt which will be passing. So uh, that is one advantage we get, prompt to automation. Directly we generate the workflows or VB expression using the prompts that will bridge the gap between intent and the execution instantly. So we just give the prompt, and the Studio Web will be generating workflows, and we are ready to test or run it. Then AI enhanced UI automation. So this Studio Web gives the capability to write a prompt to do the automation, UI automation in short. Like if we have to automate a website and like data scrapping, we can just write a prompt that scrap uh, first name, last name, these kind of uh, data or field types, and it will just generate workflow for us, and we can straight away test it, make it dynamic as well, because AI is not always right. So there is a chance of improvements always. So that is one of the feature natively available in Studio Web. So how that works, how to set up everything, we are going to see it. So another advantage would be natively supporting integration services. So if you are not aware of this feature of UiPath Cloud, so this integration service will integrate external API-based applications. So it gives the connections to these external applications, and gives you a few ready-made activities or triggers which we can directly integrate into our automations. So in short, it directly gives us a connection to these external applications like Salesforce, O365, ServiceNow. So with just a connection to these application will superpower our automations, which are just rule-based. So by integrating these all external or business applications using integration services, we can automate more reliably, I would say. So beyond only UI automation, this Studio Web natively supports integration services. So there are lots of connectors already available for all possible applications. if the connections or the connectors are not available for any particular application you are looking for, then for that you have option to create a custom connector for that as well. So until and unless there are APIs available for that application, we can bring that application to the integration service, and through the integration service integration, we can integrate that application into our normal workflow, which will eliminate the UI automation. Okay, so and another advantage is event-driven triggers. So we don't have to keep running our bots until and unless there is an event like email received or some changes to the files like Excel updated or new file created over SharePoint. So those kind of event-based triggers we can trigger using integration services. So this integration services connectors are natively supported into Studio Web. Then it also supports Cloud Orchestrator. Then we have the templates for uh, best use cases or often commonly used automations. So those templates we can use as a starter point to automate any application or any use case you have handy. Then that was just theoretical part. Most of the things are really good to see through. So before I move to the live part, let me, okay, I hope I have full screen shared. Is my screen visible? Anyone can confirm?
It's in the PPT only.
Okay, let me reshare it. Thanks. Okay, so I hope my orchestrator screen is now visible.
Yep.
Okay, thank you. So, how to get started with Studio Web? So for that, you have to just log in into your orchestrator using cloud.uipath.com. Then go to this breadcrumb icon, and here you will see Studio. If not visible, just click on this more, and it would be available in this list somewhere. Okay. So for me, it is here, and I'm just marking it as favorite. So just click on the Studio, and you will be navigating to the Studio Web. So now here we have this cloud workspace. Local workspace is a new feature. I haven't explored it yet, but we'll see. And then we have the templates. So the templates I was talking about, kind of common use cases like table extraction for sales opportunity to Excel. So it will be using Outlook, then OneDrive, SharePoint, and then we'll have other connectors as well. Then we have table extraction for opportunities to Google Sheet. So here we were using Excel workbook, Google Sheet. So similar way, we have lots of templates over here. You can also submit your own templates as well. So if you see any reusable components you are daily or oftenly use, you can prepare a template for this and you can share with UiPath. So UiPath team will go through the template, might suggest some refactoring or maybe some standardization, and as per their standard, once it is set, you can see your template being used by all the professionals worldwide. Okay, so we can directly click on any template, and that template application, that code will be open for us. Okay, so let's see agentic automation template. I don't want to go into agentic for now because we have another session lined up for the agentic specifically by Fez. So okay, just to show how it goes, we will just click on anyone. Then here are the basic prerequisites that we should have a connection with this Microsoft OneDrive, SharePoint, and then the Outlook O365 connection. So I don't have those, but I will still click on use template and let's see what is inside. So once we use a template or create a new project, we will see this as a designer panel. So likewise, we have Studio Desktop. There we have designer panel and other panels. So I'll be quickly explaining you each panel, what panels we get and why or when to use each panels. So as it is taking time because these activities are relying on the integration server connection, but we don't have it. So let it load. Till that, let me explain this. This is designer panel. Like we have a designer panel in Studio. Similar way, we have it here where we will be able to add the activities like log message. So we have that, just click on it and it will be added at the bottom or wherever you had clicked. So here we have the add activities option by clicking on plus, searching your activity and just double clicking will add that activity. And then you have another approach. Maybe let me create a new project, blank project. So once we go to the home page of the studio, and click on create new. There we get option which kind of project you have to start building. So agentic process is nothing but the maestro process. Then agent, if you want to build an AI agent, then we can select this one. This RPA workflow, robotic process automation workflow, which we normally develop in RPA, that UI interaction or any other automation, in short, fixed rule-based automation, we use this option. Then we have API workflows, which are again API-based automation. For that, we can use this project type, which we are going to cover in third session of this series. So feel free to join on that one. And this app is nothing but the UiPath apps. Okay, so low code, no code kind of web applications we can build using this one. So for now, we will be choosing the RPA workflow building. So here, here we have the main.xaml. Likewise, we can add other workflows as well. So for now, I will be just logging a message that start. Okay. So here we just have to be mindful that whatever you type without double inverted comma is also considered as text, because here we have this message type as string. So if you have to put double inverted comma or you are comfortable with that, then you can select this settings icon, then go to expression editor, and here you can see the string in the right format like we use in Studio Desktop. So similar way it can be visible here. Then we have, if you have to input any or pass any variables, then you can use @ symbol, and then whatever variables will be there, then those will be available for you to access. Okay, so that is about that ad. Then text builder. This is also one of the helpful feature available in this Studio Web that we can use to start uh, building some text. Like we have to prepare one log message, like this is first message or this is second message, then we are going to use a variable, then everything will be into one, and as soon as we save it, that will be converted to the this format. So maybe this might look inconvenient for our eyes, as we were working on Studio Desktop. This is something might look weird, but you can build uh, the defined or desired expression or text builder using this text builder. Then log levels are common, like we had in Studio. So these activities will be similar to the Studio Desktop. Okay, so you can add the activities using plus icon anywhere and then just search for those activities. Here you can see we have the connectors. So browse by category. So here we saw the common or the control category activities. So similarly, the categories are categorized here in this categories like control, then GenAI activities, web API activities, UI automation activities. So similar way, we had the groups of the activities in Studio Desktop. Similar way, they have just clubbed the activities inside these categories. Okay, so let me just show you the difference or how it correlate or familiar. So like we had this alerts, then API activities are there. So orchestrator HTTP request, and similar way, we have the web API activities. Inside web API activities, we have this get XAML node, serialize node, and good thing is that you don't have to install any packages here. So one of the point we might be thinking that where is this package manager available on Studio Web? So it isn't available there, or it is not required, I would say. So whatever activity you want to add into your workflow, just search it, and once you search and add it, the particular activities package will be automatically installed into this solution. Okay. So how to see that packages and everything, we will see that. But first, we have seen this designer panel. We can set the zoom capacity as per our convenience. Then pan mode, we can just span through the very large workflow. Instead of scrolling up and down, we can use the span mode. Then we have this Explorer. It is similar to the Projects Explorer like we had in here. So this Explorer, here we will have all the XAMLs, all the folders and everything available in here. Okay, so here we can add multiple types of projects into one solution. So whenever we create new project, that will be created as a solution. So we are kind of moving towards a solution based projects. Previously, we had only one type of project. So now we can have multiple types of projects into one solution. We can have RPA workflow, agentic process, API workflow, everything we can have in a single solution. So here we can rename solution, project, and the XAML files as well. Just double click on it. Okay, double click don't work. So right click, rename my solution, the center. So solution got renamed. Similar way, we can rename this project. So this is RPA workflow. So my RPA bot, we can say, and this is main.xaml. So again, we can rename it if required, but as best practice, we will just keep the main file as it is. Okay, so this is Explorer panel. Then we have the data manager, similar to what we have in Studio Desktop as well. So here we will have variables, then input arguments, output arguments, and then the entities. These entities will be from the data services. Okay, so how to create the variables? Just click on this one, and this will be our new variable. Another approach would be just creating the variables from the activities. So for that, let me just mm, use application browser. So here we are just using this use application browser activity. Now it have selected this tab as a browser automation. Then here I will explain this. What is this generate? And for now, let me show you how to generate variables from this designer panel. So let's log one activity, but before that, let's get one attribute, not get text. So first, let's get text of suppose this button. Home. And now we are getting text of that button and then just printing it. But here we don't have that option uh, visible. So for that, just extend or expand this hide additional property. Here we are getting the text value. This is again output and word info also we are getting, that is additional. Here we can pass the input element like we used to do in Studio Desktop. And here we are getting that output element if we need to further automate anything or use that UI element. But in short, we are interested into this one. So UiPath Studio Web gives us this pre-declared variable which we can directly use. We don't need to keep creating the variables, but if you want to, you can create it from here. So just create variable and it will give us option to create a variable. But now let me show you how we can use this pre-built or readily available variable. So just click on this. Then here we see this activity is returning something. It is returning output element. Then we have the text value, then words info. Okay. So whatever return or output arguments this activities will be uh, giving us, all those variables will be available for us beyond that particular activity. So now we are interested into this text activity and then just info. So now this code should navigate to this website, then get the text from this button, and then just the log that particular. So to make it more readable, let me customize it. Button text is, and that would be the text. Okay. Everything gets automatically saved, so you don't have to worry about Control S every time. So everything gets saved at cloud. So even if your studio gets crashed or closed, then still you are safe. or your code is safe. Okay, so we can create variable from here. We can create variable. We get ready-made or pre-built variable available from here. If you want to create new one, just let me just use assign activity. So here we have the assign variable value activity. Instead of assign, we have this assign variable. So here we can create a new variable. So let me create another variable, create a variable, then here I'll be giving a name. So txt button text. And here, what is the data type of that variable? So it will be text and default value if you have to give, then this variable, and what value we have to assign it, we can assign it this text value. Okay, so these are the way we can create the variable into our workflows. So these are the variables, and these are the arguments.
Iya, ngulangin sakit.
Someone is on unmute. If you have any questions, you can ask. But yeah, okay. In sample text, suppose so, this will become our in argument. So here we can define the direction. Then we have the type, data type, then default value if any, and if it is required or optional. Similar way, we have option here, whatever will be the output. So if we change it from in to out, that variable will be moved into the output section. So these are kind of categorization for easy understanding. If you want more in detail, like JSON format. So that is also available. You can just click on that this editor button, and those variables arguments will be available for you for more customization. Okay, so this will be the description. If you want to edit, then the type, anything you can do by like JSON modification as well. If you are okay with this easy to understand, handle UI way, that's also fine. So we have that option as well. So this is about data manager. Then we have this issue panel. So wherever we have something issue in here, so if I select this one and don't indicate anything, so in short, it is giving all the errors in the current project. Okay, so if we click on this go to source, it will just take us to the designer panel where exactly that activity is, and we can work on that one. For now, I'm just removing, so there is no issue here. We can create the histories of your project. So suppose you are working on some feature and one feature is ready, and you have to just make sure that if you are making any changes and you don't want to uh, lose your progress. So in that case, uh, Studio maintains one automatic history, but if you have to take a screenshot or keep a copy from that point, you can click on this one, create snapshot. So this is like now 4:42 p.m. shot. So this version will be saved. So we can always go to this version if anything goes wrong in the current development, and again start from this point whatever we were doing. So this is inbuilt kind of change history management we get in this Studio Web. without any external source or repository control. Okay. This is deployment configuration. How you want to deploy this particular bot, we can configure it in here. So this is nothing but the solution configuration. This is also one of the detailed topic we can cover, but for now I will just give a brief idea. So here we can modify the process names, description, and everything we get when we click on the publish. So when we normally publish a project from Studio Desktop, so those kind of options we get into the Studio Web, this deployment configuration. So here we are configuring the solution. So we might have multiple types of projects in here, so that we can configure from here and just run it. So for now, we have seen the project explorer, issue panel, change history, and the deployment configuration. Then all the apps, assets, connections will be available in this area. Then when running, okay. So for the properties, you can always refer this properties panel here. So if any properties beyond this extension or beyond this visible area will be available in here. This run output, when we run a particular bot, it will be available here. And then we have the uh, watches, like we have the watch panel. So similar way, we have it in here. So let me just try show you.
I have a doubt here.
Mhm.
Yeah. So, package manager we don't have in Studio, is it? Web
Yes, right. But we can just add any activity which you want, and that package will get automatically installed in your project. And how to see that, I will show you from the Studio Desktop as well. So here it is not visible, but we can open the solution or the project developed in Studio Web from Studio Desktop as well. So there it will be visible for us, like which packages are there.
So if we want a custom library or custom package to be installed, how we can do that?
For the Studio Web, currently it is, I don't think supporting because the Studio Web only supports the cross-platform activities. So if you have any libraries designed for cross-platform, then only those will be available. But I'm not sure or didn't work on this cross-platform library specifically. Uh, so not sure on that, but uh, let me try that one when we will open the project in Studio Desktop, if we can. So
Okay.
that is also kind of workaround that we open this project into Studio Desktop and then get integrated.
So, workaround would be like create a solution in the Web Studio, then open it in the Desktop Studio and
Desktop
add whatever
is right.
library is required, and then reopen it in the Web
Yeah,
Studio.
yeah, that could be the one solution I'm thinking right now. But yeah, good question. So maybe I can think on this one. What could be the best approach or the right approach, I would say.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So now we have seen all the panels, like these two panels we didn't get to see. So for that, we will just debug the project. So here we get option to debug the project live in cloud. So this project will be deployed to a serverless robot, which will be available. And then here we have this step-by-step debug, like we do step into, and then we can publish the project as well. So let's debug it. So as you can see the output, so this is output panel. So it will be provisioning, building the project, then provisioning a source resources. And here we can see the how it is running on serverless robot as well. So this project got deployed on the a serverless robot, which will be a Linux machine, and then there it will be executing that and processing the input and providing us the output. So it was able to navigate to this one, then button text is start, and that execution is ended. So that was quickly on serverless machine. From Studio Web also, you can utilize your local machine as well. So here on local machine, from the Studio Web, if you have installed UiPath Assistant on your this current machine, then you can configure this on local machine setup as well. You you will debug from here Studio Web, and your bot will be testing or running on your local machine. If you don't have the robot serverless license, then this could be one your option, that you just click on this on local machine, then it will ask for other things, configuration and everything. So for that, I have uh, I had created one documentation. So you can refer that one. I'm sharing it here in chat. So this documentation, you can refer on how to debug this on local machine. Okay. So that is also one possibility. Then you have debug configuration as well, like how with what default values your bot should be starting, and everything will be coming under this debug configuration. Okay, and now I wanted to show you how to open this in Studio Desktop. So now this was our project, my solution. Now if we go here, and here we get option open in Studio Desktop. If you have the Studio Desktop installed on your machine, then and connected as well to the same orchestrator, then we just click on open in Studio Desktop. So now it will open our Studio Desktop. Okay, maybe I misconfigured the, just a second. Okay, I was into different orchestrator. Okay, now I'm connected to the same tenant. Let me retry it. So now I'm opening in Studio Desktop. So again, when we open into the Studio Desktop and make any changes, it will get saved to the cloud. And again, whenever we will save it, so those changes will reflect into our Studio Web as well. So there is no need to sync or anything, as long as your desktop is connected to the orchestrator. So this is our uh, solution. So as we can see, it is downloading the dependencies now to run on Windows or the Windows kind of project. And now, as I said, this Studio Web is just supporting the cross-platform kind of project. It don't support the Windows. So even you create a project in Studio Desktop as a Windows project and saved it into cloud and try to open from Studio Web, it will show you this dialog that it is not compatible with the Studio Web, and it will show or suggest to open it from the Studio desktop. Okay, it might take more time because my Studio just got updated. So, but yeah, uh, we are open for questions. I guess we have covered the demo. That's what I had to show everything about Studio Web. Yes, it is able to load. So here we can see integration service system, UI automation, and then web APIs. From here, we can install other packages as well. So if I go here, what will be the latest one? Web API is already there. Hmm. Okay, let's see, find anything. Yeah. So till it gets downloaded, so we can download the packages in here, and then again, here we can see it's cloud solution. So as soon as we will save it, that will get sync with the Studio Web as well. So here we can sync with cloud. Now let me show one activity again. So we will just add log message. And that's then sync it. Okay, now it is synced. Now if we go to the Studio Web, here we refresh it, and we see 25 seconds ago, and we just click on the solution. It will open that solution in here. So it detected that it is being edited in the desktop as well. So we can just close it from desktop and click on edit here. So that additional edits will be deflecting in this one.
Suppose here we are editing this using another user, same it will be reflecting, like because mhm.
Yeah, with one project, you can work one individual only for now.
Mhm.
UiPath is adding support to multiple people adding or working simultaneously on it. So if you have to share this, as these solutions will
Yes.
be on available on your own workspace. So these whatever project you build won't be visible to your teammates until and unless you share them. So to share it, just click on this one, share it. So just search your teammate with whom you have to just share it, and then that project will be visible to them as well. So when two people will open, again it will show that pop-up that this is being edited by someone else, and it will give you warning.
Okay, great.
Yeah. Okay, so that's how we can work with desktop as well as web version. This web version is more inclined towards the integration service-based activities or event-driven than the agentic AI API workflows. So it is very good at cross-platform projects, AI projects, then other projects wherever uh, we don't have dependency on the machines or local machine. So that's it from demo side. So these sessions or series being organized by two chapters in collaboration, UiPath Pune chapter and the Delhi chapter. You can keep in touch with these chapters events by their community pages. You can just scan these QRs and just click on this join button. So you will get all the notifications about upcoming events, upcoming in-person event, virtual events, or any other events we will be organizing. So it's good to be updated in this space. And we also have the official WhatsApp groups for both the chapters. You can join in to both chapters, I would suggest. So you will be getting notifications about latest happenings in the chapter, any in-person events, any knowledge sharing happens over there. So you can reach out to any community members from these groups as well. So feel free to join these groups as well. Promise that we won't spam you with any random messages. So it's it's really good. And finally, we are open for questions. Let me go through the questions, if any, in the chat section. Okay, first question, why choose Studio Web when we have Studio Desktop? So one answer would be you don't have to configure your environment every time. If you have you just have to design any cross-platform or agentic or web API workflows. So for that, Studio Web is a better choice than the Studio Desktop. So it's depend on the use case to use case. Is there any plan to move completely from Studio to Studio Web? No, nothing has been confirmed yet officially, but if that is going to be happen, it will definitely take some time and we will be getting advanced notifications about it. So stay tuned throughout the community anywhere. So that is not being seen in near future at least. Is there any lag? Uh, I haven't observed. So we are using this from around 6 months. So time to time we are switching between the studios, desktop as well as Studio Web. So we haven't faced any lag, but I have seen a few issues on UiPath forum where people were facing issue that the studio gets stuck, it is not moving back or forth. So there could be possibility of such kind of issues, but those should be easily handled with maybe cache cleaning or something. But if you still face anything, just feel free to drop your issues on forum. Many experts are over there to help you, as well as the UiPath product management team also there, so they should be able to help you more quickly. What is the use of selecting required? How does it work? What is use of selecting required? Maya, maybe you can just unmute yourself and ask your question. Any limitations of Studio Web compared? One limitation we had discussed, that was unable to install the custom libraries for now, or workaround we have to use. Again, one another disadvantage would be we cannot automate the desktop or the Windows compatibility program bots from Studio Web. We can only work on the cross-platform one. About data manager, what is use of selecting required how does it work? Maybe Maya, you can ask these two questions. I may not be getting it. What is mean by cross-platform? So cross-platform project type is the project which will be running on Linux as well as Mac OS and Windows platform projects are only able to run on Windows. So it is just operating system platform we are talking about. Like we have like any web automation or API interaction kind of automations we can build into cross-platform. So this mainly we do to save cost on the virtual machines which are running on the Windows. Okay. When and where today's recording will be available. So Pooja, it will be available on the same page, same event page. It will be reflecting in a couple of days. If not, you can reach out to us maybe in next sessions as well. Before next session happens day after tomorrow. So till that it should be available. If not, then just let us know. Can we get Arif framework in Studio Web? As I said, Arif framework, yeah, we can get it, but Arif framework is mainly built for this Windows. But yeah, we can. So using Studio Web, we can run this anywhere, right? So if your bot is designed for cross-platform, then yes, you can run it on Mac, Linux, or Windows as well. Okay, so I think I have covered questions from the chat. If you want to ask anything, please feel free to unmute yourself and ask your questions.
Yeah. Hi, Ashok. In UiPath's Studio, right, desktop version, while using Autopilot, we are getting that it is currently working for sequences, not for
Mhm.
the flowcharts.
Right.
Yeah, and is there any plan or like when can we expect that to work for flowcharts, or it will be going forward, it will be for sequences only? And
So,
same for Studio Web as well. Like in the demo also we saw that mostly it's part of sequential flow. If there is a complexity or as we have built right as we have traveled this from the UiPath beginning from the UiPath,
mm,
complex workflows are on the flow chart and the sequentials are on goes on the sequence. If
right.
there is a complex scenario, then how we can do it on the Studio Web?
Okay. Good suggestion, Ankit, I would say. Unfortunately, there is no plan I have access to as of now, but maybe in coming months we will have clarity around that. But as of now, how I am using it, so even we are using our into the flowcharts, we are using sequences like for a particular action in that flowchart, we are putting into a sequence like, and we should be building workflows in shorter amount number of activities, right? So we cannot give full context or one prompt to that autopilot to build from start to end. So I'm keeping it shorter or uh, point to the problem. Like if I have to extract the data from a web portal, so and again then put it into SAP and then generate something and coming back to Excel, put it. So everything I'm not going to put in a single prompt. So for that, what I will do, use a workflow. Uh, a flowchart, and inside that for every step we will have a sequences. Inside sequence we will ask autopilot to generate that particular part of the activities. So that is how we are working, but yeah, that is also good idea that how we can uh, ask it to generate the flowchart directly. So for now, there is no clarity on that when and how it will be available. But also there are other opportunities to improve this autopilot as well. So you can go into this insider portal and push your suggestions as well, or you can drop your suggestion into your forum as well. So the team will take a look into this, and then they will be happy to ask more questions on your requirement, and then they will be implementing it. But yeah, that is good suggestion. Other suggestions would be like autopilot won't be able to refactor your existing codes. So there are a lot of improvements ideas available for this. So just drop a note to them. I will also do that. So
Sure.
thank you for that.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. And one follow-up on that, you showed we can create a solution on Studio Web and we can open it on the desktop.
Mhm.
Similarly, is it possible the other way around, like create on desktop
Yes,
and open it on the Studio Web?
right, right. Yes, it is possible, but the project should be of cross-platform. Windows project we cannot open from Studio Web.
Okay. And will that support if it is a flowchart on the Studio Web?
I haven't tried it, but let's give it a try. Let us know as well, or
Sure.
we'll give it a try and let you know.
Yeah, sure, sure. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Any more questions, guys? I know it's a very basic one, but this was required for our agentic automation journey. That's why we have it.
So, Ashok, there is some audio issue at your end. I think Ashok is facing some issues with their network, so we are good. So we can wrap this sessions now. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop your message to us or myself directly. We can try to address your questions. Thank you so much once again, everybody, for joining this session.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.